to solve the first order non-linear differential equations. The Chopis equations are Chopis equations. That is, Chopis auxiliary equations are in the form of dx by fp is equal to dy by fq is equal to dz by p fp plus q fq, that is equal to dp by minus of fx plus p into fz, that is equal to dq by minus of fy plus q into fz. These are the Chopis auxiliary equations. To solve the first order non-linear PDE is in the form of f of x y z pq is equal to 0, where p and q are the first order partial derivatives, dou z by dou x and dou z by dou y respectively. So when the equation contains two variables, that is, if the partial differential equation is in the form of of f of p comma q is equal to 0. F of p comma q is equal to 0. That means here x, y, z are missing. When x, y, z are missing, in this case, we can use the Chopis method here. Okay, Chopis auxiliary equations use చేయాలి. use చేసి same system of equations solve చేయాలి. Solve చేస్తే మనకు either p is equal to, then p is equal to a anus. Okay, then when we write the p is equal to a, and then q is a function of a n process. Okay, now the general solution can be obtained by putting the values of p and q in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. This is one way. The another way is when we take q is equal to a or b, then we can write the p value, the function of a. Okay, and substitute the values in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. Okay, and after integration, we'll get the required solution of the given non-linear PDE. If the dependent variables are dependent variable is missing, if z is missing, then the partial differential equation can be written in the form of f of x comma p is equal to g of y comma q. Here in this case, we say that the equations are separable. Then we say that equations are separable. Equations are separable. So here in this case, we have to take the common value as an arbitrary constant. So let us take f of x comma p is equal to g of y comma q is equal to some arbitrary constant. For our convenience, we can choose. For example, if we take a, okay, then we can calculate p value from the equation f of x comma p is equal to 0, and a q value from the equation g of y comma q is equal to a. So from this we'll get to p value, from this we'll get to q value. So the general solution can be obtained by putting p and q values in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. After integration, we'll get the general solution of the given partial differential equations. If the independent variables are missing, if the independent variables are x and y, variables x comma y are missing. Here in this case, the given partial differential equation is in the form of f of z comma p comma q is equal to 0. So from the Chopis auxiliary equations, we have the p is equal to aq. P is equal to aq, and let it be equation number sum 1. and this is equation number 2. And substitute p value in equation number 1, will get a q value. Okay, q value వచ్చేసిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ p is equal to ఇందులో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి, ఈక్వేషన్ 2 లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి, p value వచ్చేసింది. Therefore the general solution can be obtained by putting p and q values in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. Okay, after integration we'll get the general solution. The another way is q is equal to ap. Okay, let it be equation number 2, and solving equation 1 and 2 will get the p value, and substitute p value in equation 2, will get the q value. Okay, same, write the p and q values in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy, and after integration we'll get the required solution of the nonlinear PD. We should remember, when equation contains p and q only, first order partial derivatives, in this case we have to take p is equal to a and q is a function of p is equal to a in the given equation, and q can be written as a function of a, and substitute in this equation, will get the required solution. Otherwise you can take q is equal to a and p value is function of a, and substitute in this equation, will get the required solution. When the dependent variable z is missing, in this case we say that the equations are separable, and take the common value as a arbitrary constant. From these two equations we'll get the p and q values, and after getting p and q values, substitute in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. After integration we'll get the required solution. Similarly, when the independent variable x and y are missing, here in this case the equation is in the form of f of z comma p is f of z comma pq is equal to 0. Here in this case the Chopis equations becomes p is equal to aq or q is equal to ap. When p is equal to aq and solve for p, solve for q, we get a q value, and substitute in equation 2, will get a p value. Similarly, if you take q is equal to ap, these two are options. Okay, according to our options or according to our problem, simplification ఎలా easy ఉంటుందో ఆ వేలో చూస్ చేసుకుంటాం. Similarly, we get the value of q from equation 2, and after integration we'll get and substitute in the equation dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. After integration we'll get the required solution of the given nonlinear PD. The last one is Clairaut's form. Clairaut's form or Clairaut's equation. The PD is in the form of z is equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q is equal to 0. Sorry, z equal to px plus, sorry, it is in the form of z is equal to px plus qy plus function of p comma q, where p and q are first order partial derivatives, that is dou z by dou x, and q is dou z by dou y. So this equation is called Clairaut's equation. Okay, now to solve the Clairaut's equation, to solve the Clairaut's equation, or simply the solution of Clairaut's equation, I'm writing general solution. General solution is general solution of Clairaut's equation. Clairaut's equation is, just write p is a and q is p, that is z is equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma p. Okay, where a and b are arbitrary constants, where a and b are arbitrary constants. After getting general solution, we can calculate the singular solution. Okay, singular solution can be obtained by if we take let some f of x comma y comma z comma, or I am writing like this, let the solution of, let the general solution, not simply solution. Let the general solution of the first order non-linear PDE f of x, y, z, pq is equal to 0 is, for example, if you take a g of x comma y comma z comma p comma q place lo manaku arbitrary constants vasthayi a comma b is equal to 0. This is the general solution of this equation. If it is general solution, then let it be equation number 1. Okay. Now eliminate a and b from the equations. Eliminate a and b from the equations. We are taking two partial differential equations, that is GA of x, y, z, AB is equal to 0. Okay. And let it be equation number sum 2. And GB of x, y, z, AB is equal to 0. That means a general solution edaithe vastundo aa general solution no with respect to a toti partial derivative cheyandi and with respect to b to partial derivative cheyandi. Derivative chesin tarvata a and b values eliminate avutayi. Okay. Now eliminate a and b from the equations 2 and 3 and 1 and equation 1 annit nundi eliminate cheyandi. Okay. We will get the singular solution. We will get the singular solution. Okay. ఇది మనం లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో డిస్కస్ చేసినటువంటి సబ్జెక్ట్స్ కు బ్రీఫ్ అండి. జస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ ది క్లియరెస్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q, where p is equal to dou z by dou x and q is equal to dou z by dou y. The general solution is just replace p by a and q by b. We get the general solution. Z is equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma b. Okay. After getting general solution, we can calculate the singular solution by differentiating with respect to a and with respect to b partially, and eliminating a and b will get the singular solution of the given differential equation. Okay. Now we can take, I'm taking one problem from JL and PL, Polytechnic lectures. The general solution, of p minus q into z minus px minus qy is equal to 1 is. We have options here. First option, z is equal to ax plus by plus ab by a plus b. Second option, z is equal to ax minus by plus ab by a plus b. And third option, z is equal to ax plus by plus 1 by a minus b. And fourth option, z is equal to ax plus by plus, ax minus by plus 1 by a plus b. These are the 4 options we have. Okay. So first we can see the given differential equation, given PDA, that is p minus q into z minus px minus qy is equal to 1, and divide with the p minus q. So we get z minus px minus qy is equal to 1 by p minus q. So that z is equal to px plus qy plus 1 by p minus q. Clearly, it is in the form of z equal to px plus qy plus function of. This is completely function of p and q. So it is in clearest form. It is in clearest form. So the general solution is just write p is equal to a and q is equal to b. So that z equal to ax plus by plus 1 by a minus b is the general solution.